leading up to the thing, which I don't think anybody's ever heard of, the P-Spy.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah, there's a puck. It's a smart puck by a company called Withings U-Scan. Literally, your toilet is going to become a narc. It's going to rat you out, and I'm going to show it. The first toilet-embedded urine lab. And what they do is they put this, I don't know if they're going to show it, but basically it's this smart puck that goes inside of your toilet. And what it does is starts monitoring your urine. It starts monitoring, well, they say it's going to monitor your health, it's all this data.
Mm-hmm.
But what if that smart puck is connected to the cloud? That's connected to your job.
It's going to tell you on your smartwatch if you're pregnant.
Or it's going to tell your boss that you've been over there,
smoking drugs.
Doing whatever. But it's literally, you just think you're using the bathroom and you think it's cool, it's connected to your smart devices. It's literally narking. It's a snitch. And it's in your toilet. But this is what I'm saying. These things become cool and nifty. But literally, they're going to be the thing that was initialized by that anti-drug act, which is the idea that corporations have the ability to gather your data for the sake of health.
Yeah, that's not cool, man.
No, it's not cool. But once they get that sample, once you pee in that smart puck and they get all the sample, they can build a library. And for people who don't know, a lot of you they already been building a DNA library, the federal government. It's called CODIS. It happened in 1994. And this is the biometric and fingerprint database. It's called CODIS, the Combined DNA Index System. And in this system, supposedly, it's supposed to be for just offenders and criminals and felons. But what's interesting, like you guys all know, right? But I'm just showing you, this is from the federal government. This is their federal database. You guys can look it up, CODIS. But what you guys do know, and I'm sure, I don't know if you've ever tried it, but 23andMe and all these genetic genealogy things, they have this system. And this is why, if you think if 23andMe and people can do this, what do you think the government can do? But so you upload this, they put your DNA and they give you all the stats about who you are and where you're from. But if somebody else from another country or somewhere else uploads their DNA, they have the ability to connect and say, hey, did you know you have a brother over here? And we know this because you guys have the same DNA. And so and you're like, oh, wow, I found my long lost brother. I didn't know I had, blah, blah, blah. So, like the Minority Report, if they want to connect the idea of bad genes, or they want to connect the idea that these kind of people have proclivities to make criminal actions, or whatever the 3 generations of imbeciles are enough. Once of course, they say CODIS, it's only for sex offenders, it's only for felons. But of course, if you upload any of your DNA to 23andMe, whatever, you don't think that they connect that these people are relatives to these people. And now, because you have decided to volitionally upload your stuff to this commercial system, of course the government can interact with that system. And now they say, oh, this sex offender or this felon, or in their words, this imbecile, is with this person. Let's start watching that person. And so if they want to keep a tab or lists to start programming a Minority Report, a premeditated pre-crime, and they say these people have proclivities because we see some kind of arbitrary pattern, it's already here. They already can do it.
So because your brother in Switzerland did something and you're connected to him somehow, you don't even know him from Adam, but because your DNA, and you don't even know if that DNA actually links up, they just say it does.
Right.
But I feel like that's a lot of trouble. All they have to do is find your laptop. That's what they do nowadays. It's like, oh, we found his laptop, and that's it.
Well,
the guy didn't even have a laptop. He was from Uganda,
right.
But they found it.
They can't give the laptop to anybody. They want to give the laptop to specific people. How do they know which person to give the laptop to? Well, once they figure out you're connected to this person, it's like, oh, okay, perfect. Now we can go plant this laptop and we know it's to the right person because we know you guys are all interconnected. You guys are all one big family. Oh, that's fine. Now we could get rid of your whole entire family because we know if you're hiding off in some obscure land in Greenland, we know you're there because you uploaded your DNA to 23andMe and now it's connected to this guy who's a felon and it's all interconnected into this CODIS database. So yeah, of course, they're going to give the laptops, but they need to know who to give that laptop to. And they can. Now they know.
So are you saying that they're just building more and more justification for in the future if they want to get you for spitting on a sidewalk or if they want to get you – like they can't get you for that yet in America, but one day they will be able to because they're going to be able to link you to someone who did do something. So again.
Yeah, then they may say, well, you have a higher rate of possibly spitting on sidewalks because a lot of your family members have been caught spitting on sidewalks.
Yeah, in America, that translates as if you're spitting on sidewalks, then you're clearly eating a McDonald's too, which also clearly means you voted for Trump, which clearly means that you're an anti-Semite, which clearly means that you're willing to kill people. And they can draw this connection.
Which clearly means you're into Epstein files.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's like the worst of the worst.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all it takes. All it takes is them to make arbitrary links, and they can make that link. Because if you just say, people are going to say, well, what gives you the proof of that? They'll say, well, AI has shown us through biological correlations because we have this database that there may be genetical proclivities for these people to act in antisocial behaviors just like their family. And there's been, let's say, 2 generations of it or whatever they want to say arbitrarily. They will just say, this is what AI has shown us. This is the whole construct of Minority Report, is these pre-crimes. And how do they assess these pre-crimes? Well, there's many ways to assess it. And the simple way is 3 generations of imbeciles are enough.
But what would you think, and I guess the audience can tell us too, would you guys say that these people I'm going to show you would be candidates for pre-crime Minority Report stuff?
Stop! What are you doing?
You need to squish your peanut.
Shut it off.
I love you.
The hell, dude? Delete that shit now, for real. Delete it.
Good.
What do I smell?
Why are you recording?
What are you doing?
I'm gonna go to the gym.
Can you look at the camera?
Camera. What you doing?
What do you mean?
What are you doing? Oh.
Babe, do you think maybe tonight you can just spoon me?
Mitchell, I always spoon you.
I know. Mare, delete that.
What did you just say?
I want the cuddles.
Yeah?
I want the cuddle. I want to play some games.
What kind of Minority Report information could we derive from this? Like, would these all people be going in?
Yeah, you see, what's interesting about that is we see that because we're not malicious. We see that as just entertaining. But give that to a very systematically trained AI system that doesn't care about emotions. They're going to nitpick every little proclivity there. It's like, oh, you are embarrassed about this. You don't like that. This bothered you, this, and this. And they're going to set up this profile. And they're going to say this person has these kind of proclivities to do X crime or X crime or X crime. And so, yeah, for us, it's entertaining. But we're not the ones that are devising these systems. Kind of like the genetic mugshot. You know, you talked about spitting earlier. But Parabon Snapshot, which I'm about to show you here, takes DNA from a coffee cup and grows a 3D face of a suspect. You don't need to be in a database.
Oh,
They can just print your face from some spit.
is Parabon the brother of Cinnabon?
I don't know. I really don't know. But literally, they just take you spit, and then AI creates a literal face from your spit. So that's all they need. And then you know what? What's crazy this face might even not even be real. That might be like your face or my face.
Yeah.
But they're going to say, hey, AI has derived this face, and this is genetically 99.999% an accurate match. This is our suspect. I mean, think about the layers of minority here. This is the Minority Report for real. It's like you have genetical proclivities. You haven't done anything, but there could be. We got some spit, and AI says, this is what you look like, even though we've never seen you. And so matching your genetical proclivity plus this random AI photo here, we know it's you. And you in 2029 are going to do X. And it's like, what are we even talking about here, Jim?
So what are we going to tell the people at the police stations who are drawing pictures of suspects?
Well, you don't need them no more.
So that's it. They're
out of a job.
They're not going to be able to feed their children. They're not going to be able to feed their dog.
No. But
they're not even going to be able to feed their goldfish.
They can feel comfortable that they will also have a 3D generated photo of themselves too.
Yeah, maybe they can share that photo with
their
children.
Profile pic or something.
Yeah, they can cut it into some little squares and they can eat it like communion, I guess.
Yeah, but you know how earlier you were talking about throwing DNA all over the place?
Was I talking about that?
Yeah, then that's why I was like, oh, we'll get to that. With
that
the
doesn't really sound like me.
Ghost DNA.
Oh, yeah, ghost DNA, yeah. That sounds like me.
Well, the next level outside of all of that connected to DNA is called the chemical handcuff, smart water.
Whoa.
And they're sprayed by police. And so it coats you with an invisible synthetic DNA. So here at Select DNA, if they want to identify criminals that are running away, because you can say, oh, I'm just going to run. I'm going to hide. It's like, yeah. So all they got to do is shoot you with this ghost DNA, and you can't wash it off. It doesn't matter. It's a synthetic, invisible DNA.
Well, how far does it shoot?
I don't know. Super soak that, man. And I don't even know whose DNA. That's why I said this is like ghost DNA. I don't know whose DNA, but it's a synthetic DNA.
Yeah, if you're close enough to the nozzle, I'm trying to figure out like
there's going to be all kinds of overspray.
Okay.
All I can say is this is what they're going to do. It's like, oh, you're going to run? That's fine. We're going to shoot you with some of this DNA, this ghost DNA, and you're tagged like a deer. Then, and if they want to locate, they can. And adding that to smart particles, integrating that also, there'll be ways to track you. Connecting that with the LoRa system, Amazon Sidewalk. So there are ghost DNAs, colleague.
Yeah, I'm starting to believe.
They're actually going to shoot you with DNA. And it's real. It's called smart water or chemical handcuffs. And so they're out there doing all this stuff.
I'm just trying to process all this because, again, like there's...
Yeah, I get it, colleague. This is a mind-blown situation. It's tough to put words to all of this.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out where I've been over the past few nights. Like, am I a victim? Have I been squirted on? And how would I know?
Well, you wouldn't.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so I could be traced right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
They could be tracing me.
Yeah, they are tracing you. That's the whole point. There's nowhere to run. There's nowhere to hide. There's nothing.
Yeah, maybe I'll just stay at home and play. I guess even people that play video games, it feels like
we're about to get right into the slew of that.
Yeah, like their minds are even affected too.
Babe, please. Your family misses you. Ooh. Whoa, what game is this? Is this called Phallus City?
I don't know. That's what he's playing.
That game is ruining your life. Wow, that's a #1 stunner. Wow. I don't know about any of that, but yeah, that is definitely going to be affecting your mental state. You're going to be counting the inches.
Yeah.